I thought betrayal would be loud. I was wrong. It was a Tuesday morning in downtown Chicago. Conference room on the 14th floor. Glass walls overlooking Michigan Avenue. My father sat across from me in his charcoal Tom Ford suit, the one he wore to close deals. Hands folded on the mahogany table like we were negotiating a corporate acquisition. My mother beside him, pearl necklace catching the light, lips pressed into that thin line I'd known my whole life. Their attorney, a woman named Patricia something, Harvard law written all over her, arranged documents into neat stacks with the kind of precision that costs $400 an hour. No one was shouting, no one was crying. That's what made it worse. "We're concerned," my father said. His voice had that boardroom quality, the same tone he used with underperforming executives, reasonable, measured, disappointed. "About your judgment, your decision-making." I didn't respond immediately. I've learned that silence makes people uncomfortable in America. We're trained to fill every gap, explain ourselves, apologize for breathing. But I'd stopped doing that. Silence makes people show their cards. "We've filed a competency petition with the court," Patricia said, sliding a folder across the table toward me. Manicured nails, wedding ring the size of a marble. "For your own protection, naturally." I opened it slowly. Cook County Circuit Court letterhead. My name, Jackson Michael Harrison, printed in that official font that makes everything feel like a sentencing. Words like diminished capacity and financial guardianship and involuntary psychiatric evaluation and family intervention. They wanted control of everything I'd built, every bank account, every contract, every decision. I closed the folder and set it down carefully. "I see." That was all I said. My mother's eyes flickered. She'd expected more. Anger, maybe. Defense. Tears. I gave her nothing. Growing up in Winnetka, we looked perfect. My father, Richard Harrison, ran one of the most successful commercial real estate firms in the Midwest. Harrison and Associates, 40 employees, properties from Milwaukee to Indianapolis. My mother, Catherine, chaired fundraising committees at Northwestern Memorial. She organized galas where people paid $2,000 a plate to eat salmon and applaud themselves. My older brother, David, followed the blueprint perfectly. Northwestern undergrad, University of Chicago Law, associate at Kirkland & Ellis, married Amanda Westbrook at the Drake Hotel with 400 guests and a string quartet. I was the other one. Not rebellious, not a screw-up, just different. I liked design, architecture, urban planning. I'd sketch building elevations and streetscapes during family dinners at Gibson's, while David discussed billable hours and partnership tracks. My mother would glance at my napkin drawings and smile that smile, the one rich women perfect by 40. "That's nice, sweetheart." Nice. Never impressive. Never remarkable. Just nice. When I told them at 17 that I wanted to study urban planning at University of Illinois instead of business at Northwestern, my father set down his scotch at dinner. "Urban planning," he said it the way you'd say basket weaving. "And what exactly do you plan to do with that?" "Design cities people actually want to live in." David laughed. Short, sharp, the kind of laugh that dismisses without arguing. "Cities are built by developers, Jack," my father said, "not artists." "I'm not an artist. I'm a planner." My mother touched my hand, the touch that's supposed to feel supportive, but actually means stop talking. "You're so creative, honey, but maybe something more practical as a backup?" I was 17 years old. I remember thinking, they don't see me at all. I went to U of I anyway, paid my own way through a patchwork of jobs, work study in the campus planning office, freelance CAD drafting, weekend shifts at a small architecture firm in Champaign that let me sit in on client meetings if I grabbed coffee. I called home less and less. They noticed. "You're being distant," my mother said during one of our Sunday phone calls. She always called during her Pilates cool-down. I could hear the privilege in her breathing. "I'm busy, Mom." "Too busy for your family?" I wasn't too busy. I was tired. Tired of being the anecdote at country club brunches, the one they mentioned with a sympathetic head tilt. Our youngest is very independent. We worry about him. So I stopped giving them things to worry about. I stopped telling them anything. After graduation, I moved to Portland, Oregon, not Maine. No announcement, no family meeting. I just signed a lease on a studio in Southeast, loaded my Honda Civic, and drove west. David called once, 3 weeks later. Mom's upset. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you punishing us for something? No, I'm working. Working where? Does it matter? Silence on his end. Then, you're being weird about this. About what? Everything. You act like we did something to you. I almost laughed. They hadn't done anything to me. That was the problem. They'd done everything around me while looking straight through me. I'm not punishing anyone, David. I'm living my life. He hung up first. The first 3 years in Portland were quiet. I took a job with a nonprofit called Bridgetown Urban Initiative, $28,000 a year. No benefits. But we redesigned neglected neighborhoods, pocket parks in Lentz, mixed-income housing in East Portland, bike lane networks, bus rapid transit proposals. I learned how to write grants, how to navigate city council meetings, how to sit across from developers and commissioners and make them see what could be instead of what was. I got good at it, really good. By year 5, I'd moved to a mid-sized planning firm, Mayer and Cole, 40-person office in the Pearl District. I led projects, affordable housing that didn't look institutional, public plazas that people actually used, transit-oriented development that connected communities instead of dividing them. Year 6, I won an award, Pacific Northwest Planning Association, Excellence in Urban Design. It made Dwell magazine. Small feature, 3 paragraphs and a photo. That's when my mother called. "We saw your name," she said, voice bright, surprised. "In a magazine." It was a sidebar. "Still, we're so proud, Jackson." I didn't say thank you. I didn't say anything. After that, they started checking in more, casual questions. "How's work? Are you seeing anyone? Do you ever think about coming home?" I kept answers vague. Then my father called. "I'm in Seattle for a conference next month. Let's get dinner." We met at Canlis. He insisted. $400 tasting menu. He ordered wine I didn't drink. "You've done well for yourself," he said, cutting into Wagyu beef. "Honestly, I'm surprised." I drank water. "I've been thinking," he continued. "You should come back to Chicago, work with Harrison and Associates. You've got the planning expertise. I've got the capital and the connections. We could dominate the Midwest. I'm happy where I am." He smiled, the smile that closes deals. "You're working for do-gooder nonprofits making 60 grand. Be honest, Jack, you're barely getting by." "I'm doing fine." Fine isn't success. He leaned forward. "You've made your point. You proved you could do it alone. Now let's do it the right way." I set down my fork. "I'm not making a point, Dad. This is my life." His jaw tightened, just barely, just enough. "Family invests in family," he said quietly. "Don't forget that." I didn't forget. I just didn't care. Year 7, I went independent. Started my own consultancy, Harrison Urban Design. Just me and a laptop at first. Small municipal contracts, transit studies, neighborhood master plans. I kept overhead low, worked out of coffee shops, reinvested everything. Clients came, word spread. By year 8, I had 2 employees. By year 9, 7. We were managing projects in Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado. I didn't post about it on social media. Didn't send updates home. I just worked. But professional circles are small. David called on a Wednesday. "Dad says you're running your own firm now." "I am." "Why didn't you tell us?" Didn't seem relevant. Didn't seem... Jesus, Jack. This is exactly what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? You shut us out. You act like we're the enemy. I don't think about you that way at all, David. I meant it. That seemed to bother him more than anything. Year 10, everything changed. Denver awarded us a major contract, downtown transit-oriented development, $38 million project, 5-year timeline, my name as lead consultant. The announcement hit Architect's newspaper, Planetizen, local Colorado press. My phone started ringing. My mother called first. Why are we hearing about this from strangers? I've been in meetings. Too busy to tell your own family you landed the biggest project of your career? I didn't answer. We want to celebrate you, Jackson. Her voice softened. That maternal warmth she could turn on like a faucet. Let us be part of this. There's nothing to be part of. It's just work. It's not just work. She paused. Your father wants to talk to you. I have a call in 5 minutes. Jackson. I hung up. 3 weeks later, the certified letter arrived at my office. Federal Express, law firm return address, Goldstein, Myers & Beck, LLP, Chicago. I opened it standing at my desk. Notice of petition for guardianship and conservatorship, filed by Richard and Catherine Harrison, Cook County Circuit Court. They were citing concerning behavioral patterns, refusal to maintain family contact, erratic financial decisions, and possible psychological instability. They wanted a court-ordered psychiatric evaluation. And if that went their way, full conservatorship, control of my finances, my business, my life. I sat in my office until the sun set over the Willamette River. Didn't call anyone, didn't punch a wall, didn't cry. I called my attorney the next morning. Her name was Monica Chen, sharp as hell, Portland native. We'd worked together on zoning disputes. They're trying to establish incompetence, she said after reading everything. It's a reach, but in Illinois, family members can petition if they believe someone's a danger to themselves. If they can show a pattern of instability, can they win? Not if you show up prepared. I prepared. I pulled everything. Every contract since day one. Every financial statement. Every completed project. Letters from city officials. Testimonials from clients, mayors, planning directors, developers. Tax returns showing 7 years of growing revenue. Bank statements. Business insurance policies. Performance reviews from my employees. I documented everything. Then I flew to Chicago. The hearing was scheduled for a Thursday morning. Cook County Courthouse, courtroom 302. Patricia Goldstein was there with her perfect suit and her Harvard pedigree. My parents sat together, my father in navy, my mother in cream. They looked concerned, worried parents trying to help their troubled son. David sat in the third row. He wouldn't make eye contact. The judge was a woman in her early 60s, Judge Patricia Alvarez, reading glasses, no patience for bullshit. She read the petition slowly. Mr. Harrison, she said, looking at my father, you're alleging your son is mentally unfit to manage his own affairs. We're deeply concerned, Your Honor, he said, that reasonable voice. Jackson has isolated himself from his family completely. He refuses any support or guidance. He's made significant financial decisions without consulting anyone. We've tried repeatedly to reconnect, but he's become increasingly volatile. Volatile how? He won't communicate, won't explain his choices. He's taken on massive financial risks. He runs a business, Judge Alvarez said flatly. He's our son, Your Honor. We know him. This isn't who he is. She looked at me. Mr. Harrison, Jackson, do you have representation? Monica stood. Yes, Your Honor. Monica Chen, appearing for the respondent. Does your client wish to respond? I stood. I'd like to submit documentation, Your Honor. Monica handed the judge a 2-inch binder. Judge Alvarez opened it. She read for 10 minutes. Nobody spoke. Financial statements showing consistent growth, profit and loss statements, client contracts with cities across 4 states, Letters from Denver's planning director, Portland's mayor, commissioners in Eugene and Boulder. Photos of completed projects, affordable housing, transit hubs, public parks. Tax returns showing income in the healthy six figures. She flipped pages slowly. Finally, she looked up. "Mr. Harrison?" she said to my father. "Your son runs a successful urban planning consultancy with multiple employees and contracts across the western United States. He has consistent income, no debt, and an established professional reputation." "We're not questioning his work, Your Honor." "Then what exactly are you questioning?" Silence. My mother leaned forward. "He won't talk to us. He's completely shut us out of his life." Judge Alvarez closed the binder. "That's not incompetence, Mrs. Harrison. That's a boundary." She looked at the attorney. "Ms. Goldstein, this petition is dismissed. Mr. Harrison, Jackson, is clearly competent to manage his own affairs. This court will not compel adult children to maintain relationships with their parents." She banged the gavel. I walked out alone. No one followed me. David texted that night. "They were just scared. They love you." I didn't respond. My mother left a voicemail the next day. "Please, Jackson, we made a mistake. We just wanted you to need us again." I deleted it. I flew back to Portland, went to work. Here's what I know now. I don't hate them. I don't wish them harm. I just don't need them. And I think that's what they couldn't accept. For my entire childhood, I was the one who didn't fit, the creative one, the worry, the project that needed fixing. When I stopped needing fixing, I stopped being useful to the story they told about themselves. So they tried to break me back down to a size they could manage. It didn't work. I still run Harrison Urban Design. We have 12 employees now, projects in 8 states. Last month, we broke ground on an affordable housing development in Sacramento that'll house 200 families. I sleep well. I don't check my phone hoping for their approval. I don't explain myself anymore. If you've ever been the one who left, the one who built something quiet while everyone else doubted you, dismissed you, or tried to pull you back, I see you. You don't owe anyone access to your peace. You don't owe anyone a relationship just because you share blood. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is walk away and build a life they can't touch. If this story felt familiar, drop a comment. I'd love to hear your experience, and if you want more stories about boundaries, family dynamics, and quiet resilience, hit subscribe. I share one every week, but only if it actually helps you, not because I need you to.